So welcome to the Girls Academic Leadership Academy. I'm the principal and founder of the Academy. We have been so privileged to have Ms. Leppard come to our school, and just our music program has absolutely exploded since she's been here. The way that she teaches students to read music is very unique and very special. The girls don't really know that they're learning it, and all of a sudden they're reading music. Our parents are absolutely thrilled with what's happening with our music program. It's kind of started from nothing to this amazing program. Arts education has just blossomed at our school since she's been here.
One of the most significant challenges I've faced as a teacher in the past couple of years is just how much the world has changed since I first started teaching in 2001. Students today are so socially conscious and aware, and they have voice, and my students are empowered to use their voices, which is a beautiful thing, but it also invites challenge and wrestling with issues that I honestly welcome. An issue I had last year was I taught my general music students about spirituals. We didn't sing them. I just wanted them to know the history of the spirituals. My students were uncomfortable with the subject matter. They were uncomfortable with the history. And so I've had to wrestle with, how do I teach about an important part of this country's history, an important part of our cultural and musical identity, in a way that it is sensitive and culturally relevant to my students today. So one of the things I've tried to do is bring in culture bearers and people who are representative of the cultures that I'm teaching about. And I've just really had to wrestle with when it is and isn't appropriate to talk about spirituals, to talk about some of the history of this music. I know I'm making a significant impact, not only on my school community, but also the community around us. I know this because when we have opportunities, I say yes. One of the things that we recently had the opportunity to do was partner with Vox Femina Los Angeles, which is a amazing social justice oriented women's choir in Los Angeles. We had several of their staff members come in and teach my students repertoire from the Justice Choir Handbook, and facilitate conversations about social justice, about history, about our country and our people. And it was beautiful. And as a result of that collaboration, my students were actually invited to perform with Vox Femina Los Angeles. And it was amazing to stand on that stage with women from all walks of life and in all stages of life, and share music with them and with my students. One of my proudest moments as a teacher, actually I want to share two. I had several students last year, and it was their first year in choir, and every performance they would have a panic attack. One of them even left stage during a performance because she was so overwhelmed. And we move forward in time to almost 2 years later, and not only are these students able to sing in these concerts and not have panic attacks, but now they're auditioning for solos. One of them asked to speak at our concert and share how much she has grown and learned, and her self-confidence has grown because of her involvement in choir and the music program. And that's why I do what I do. And the other one is probably one of the most beautiful moments of my teaching career. Happened this past winter at our winter concert. I had my middle school and my elective choir, which is 7th through 12th graders, they combined for our final piece of the concert, which was A Light of Hope, a song of peace. And they brought me to tears because they were so beautiful, and they were emoting and sharing their story so beautifully. And when the song was over, the entire choir, all 65 of my amazing singers, came and surrounded me in a giant group hug. And that was the most beautiful moment of my teaching career, for sure.
Miss Leppard is really great because she provides a really welcoming, warm environment for everyone to learn, no matter how much music they already know. And she's just a really warm, welcoming person that I really love as a music teacher, and I can't wait to just keep coming back to choir.